Well, hello everyone. It's Sheila back again. I've just come back from holiday in Corfu for the last couple of weeks. I came home on Monday. It's Wednesday today, and I also came back with I don't know how many, but mosquito bites. I think my body was full of them, and I think I was allergic to them. I ended up with all around my feet, my ankles, and my legs. And some of them turned very bad. There were great, huge blisters on them, and I ended up having to go to the local health centre, medical centre, is it called? Well, where I was stopping in a place called Pergy, and the health centre was only, the medical centre was about 5 or 6 minute walk from where I was stopping, so it wasn't too bad. But that was the second week of my holiday, and it spoiled the second week of my holiday because it was so bad. I was told I had to go in the sea, I had to go in the pool. If I went in the shower, I had to cover, especially one foot. That was really bad. So I couldn't go swimming. I wanted to go on a boat trip where we'd go swimming, but because of the weather, actually at the time there was a lot of bad weather and a few storms and rough seas and that the boat didn't go out, so it didn't matter anyway. They were cancelled, those trips, but the rest of the time, when I could have just went for a swim in the pool or in the sea with my friends, and I couldn't understand how how the mosquito bites got so bad on me, because I've been abroad a few times and I've been bitten once or twice, but not as bad as what these ones were. And then I happened to mention to one of my friends that I'm allergic to perfume. I can't put it on my skin. If I put perfume on my skin, it comes out in lumps and itching and that. And he suggested that maybe that was the reason. He says maybe the mosquitoes had been biting someone with perfume or aftershave and before they bit you. And that's how maybe he's got an allergic reaction, because I knew I hadn't scratched them. I had taken antihistamine tablets to stop the scratch because it was so bad. So I knew it wasn't that, and I think maybe my friend might be right. It could have been an allergic reaction, but anyway, I've waited up until today. I've came home and a lot of them have healed up, but I had a very big one on the side of my leg, and I think I could have put an egg cup over it. It probably wouldn't have filled it would have just filled the egg cup. I think I'd put it on, and I decided I was going to pop that one and the rest of them. So I used some alcohol. I had a little bit of vodka in a glass, and I was dipping the needle in. I popped them and got rid of them, and then put gauze. So I've got antibiotic cream, so I was putting that on, and the gauze and that. So I'm hoping from now on that's the end of it, but it makes me wonder whether I should be going abroad again if I'm going to get things like that, because that was terrible. Apart from that, the holiday was good. The apartments I was stopping at, the lady there was very good. She didn't speak very much English, but she did help me find where the medical centre was. She directed me how to get there. And she was also very good with herbal remedy things. She brought some leaves that I don't know where she got them from, but she brought some leaves and told me to put them into boiling water for just a few minutes, and then add a little bit of sugar, and that would help because my feet were really swollen, my legs were swollen and everything. And actually, I don't know what they were, but they had a smell of like what I thought was eucalyptus. It might have been eucalyptus leaves. I'm not sure, but I did what she said, and they did actually help the swelling on my legs. So she was very, very good with that. So I'm back home now, and I'm picking up where I left off. This is my waistcoat I was doing. I had left it. I had two sides. Well, I hadn't knitted, I had crocheted it. And so I've picked up the the sleeve part armhole. And I've done the armhole on both, and I've started stitching it up the side. I'm going to stitch the other side and then start doing the up the front. And maybe there's a little border around the edge around the bottom, but I'll do up the around the front and that first and see how that comes out. So that's what I've been doing since I got back, and something to keep my mind off whatever's going on. And you have to meet my friends we're supposed to be going for a bingo night again tonight, which we do on a Wednesday night, but I'm not sure whether it's allowed now because you can't meet people outside of your own household, and I don't think you can in the pubs anymore, and that's where we go for the for this bingo night. But I'll have to get in contact with the rest of the girls and find out what's happening. So I'm just sitting here. I usually do if I go live, I usually do it at night time, but when I do anything at the night time, I can't seem to get a very good picture on my laptop. It's always dark, even if I put the light, the main light in my living room, and I have a little standard lamp behind me, then put that on. There's the quality, the picture is just always dark and it doesn't look very good. So I'm doing this afternoon instead, just to let everybody know what's happening. And I seem to have had quite a few new subscribers while I was on holiday. I think I had about I think it was less than 200 when I was on holiday, and when I came back and I've looked, and I've got 260. So I'm thanking all those new subscribers that's subscribed to me, and I hope you like what I get around to doing. I've got a lot more knitting and things like that to do when I finish this waistcoat what I'm doing. But I need to get this finished first and get on with anything else. I have got knitting in a knitting bag at the moment that I started with some what I call poodle wool. It was some old machine knitting yarn. I was doing a cardigan for my granddaughter, where I got sidetracked with this waistcoat because it's very awkward. The poodle wool is very awkward to knit with. And when I bought this for the waistcoat, I wanted to see how the colour came out. So that's what I started doing instead. So I'll have to get back to that cardigan for my granddaughter. I actually think I'm not going to do it for her. And that's where I was yesterday at my granddaughter's, and she's got 3 little kiddies, and the youngest one's only 2. And I thought, he's going to have forgotten me. I've been away for a couple of weeks, but she left. She left me. She went to the school to pick up the 2 older boys and left me with the younger one because he was asleep in his cot when I called there. So I waited, listening for waking up while she went to pick the other boys up, and he woke up before my granddaughter came back. So I went upstairs to get him out of his cot, and there was a big shocked look on his face and big hands up to be picked up. Nana. I wasn't forgotten. I'm glad about that. It's lovely to see him after a couple of weeks away. Because I'm, at least where I live in the northeast, we have a few restrictions up here where you can't see 2 households can't meet and all that. But I'm a lone person, and I can say I'm in my granddaughter bubble with my granddaughter, so I can still go and see her and the kids. I'm trying to looking at my garden. I've got some potatoes that I want to dig up. But it's been very wet lately, and I'm going to have to wait until the soil dries out a little bit because they look about ready to pull up. But there was a big difference coming back from Corfu. I came back on the Monday from 28 degrees to 13 degrees. It was freezing when I got off the plane. I only had jeans and had a t-shirt and cardigan on, but I still felt the cold when I came out, but I just had to get straight into a taxi and come home, so that was okay. Then I've got I haven't finished sorting all my clothes out that I had on holiday. I've got to sort them out and get them all washed. And it's a good day today, but I haven't got time to do it today. I'll be going out later, so. But I think it's going to rain in the next few days. I've been looking at the weather forecast, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get. If I do any washing, it's going to have to be dried inside. I like to hang it on the line outside in the garden, but. And my grass needs cutting. That needs cutting probably the last time for this year, but I'll wait until I get a good dry day and my hedge is okay. Well, my back hedge is okay. The front one wants cutting. I'm going to have to do that. It'll be the last time for that as well. And all these things in the garden when it gets to October, you don't have to do so much. Everything stops growing as quickly as it was before. My needle there. So that's one side of my waistcoat stone up. And I'm actually being glad to get back home, because something I noticed about while I was in Corfu, we didn't have to self-isolate when we came home because Corfu was not on the Greece's mainland, Greece, and some of the islands of Greece is on the isolating, the quarantine list, I think it's called, but Corfu isn't, so I didn't have to do that. But one thing I noticed while I was in there, we don't seem to eat vegetables in that country. I would have loved a dinner with vegetables, either cabbage, broccoli and things like that. But all they seem to do is meat and potato. Maybe peppers, but I think if I go there again, I'm going to have to find somewhere that where I can get English food as well, because I like vegetables as well as potato and meat. One fella, one restaurant I went into, I'm looking, it was Friday, and I like fish, possibly fish, Friday is a traditional day for fish and chips, for us anyway. And I'm looking at the menu and I said to him, to the owner of the place, do you not have fish and chips on here? And he says to me, you come to Greece, you want fish and chips? He says, that's like me coming to Newcastle and having moussaka. I say, shut up. I say, you want fish and chips? We get questions, funny things like that. Like there were. One thing I liked about Greece when we did, where I was, it's called Pergi, there was a very long promenade that went right along from where I was staying right to the harbour. And there was lots of shops and restaurants and bars and things. And I've been in other countries before, Turkey and Spain, and you couldn't pass these places without the waiters and things are coming out and hassling, trying to get you into the place. But they didn't do that here. We just walked past and there was nobody hassling, trying to drive into the shop or the restaurant or what it was. And I thought that was a lot better than the other places I've been to. So I'll definitely go back to Greece again, but I'm going to have to sort out this allergy for the mosquito bite. It's something that really works, because I had all the repellents going, and I had the one of those things you plug into the wall in the room, and nothing seemed to work for me. And other people were suggesting, well, you need to wear something on your legs, and socks and things. Although I don't come on holiday to go out in jeans, I come out, I like to wear dresses and skirts, and they say, well, that's how you're getting bitten. But not necessarily. Now I've had to catch up with all my shows on the television as well. You're away for a couple of weeks and you don't realise how much you've got to catch up on when you come back. And I've had to have a good look on YouTube, and I'll have to catch up with some of my friends' videos and things that they've been putting on, and have a look what's been going on. So the other side I've pinned. I'll have to start showing you. That's only a short end on there. Now I've got some on the bits on the shoulder somewhere. I can cut them off. I've taken them off there. Oh, there's a long one there. I'll thread that one. No way to put my needle. I put my big needle down somewhere now and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Mustn't be a lot of people on YouTube in the afternoon. Nobody's looking for a chat. So I've just come on for a few minutes to let everybody know that I'm back on again, and let you all know what I've been up to while I was on holiday. And I have to sort through all my yarns I've gotten, all the balls of wool, and see what I'm going to do next. I think I've got some blue. I might be doing a sweater for the colder months. And I don't know whether to crochet it or knit it. I'm going to have a look at some different patterns and see what I like. I haven't done a lot of crochet since I was younger, when my children were little. Oh, hello, Jan Smith. Thank you. I have enjoyed my holiday. I just noticed the name there. I used to have a friend, actually they called her Jan Smith as well, and she lived near where I live, actually. It's funny that people with the same name. But like I'm saying, I've done crochet when my kids were little, or having little boys. And maybe he's done little, when they were really small babies, done little jackets and things like that. And I used to have a friend lived up the street, and she had 4 little girls, and I used to crochet little dresses and things for them, because once my boys got older, well, you didn't crochet things for for little boys, you know, they wouldn't, as young as they wouldn't wear anything that was crocheted. But I haven't done it for a lot of years, and I've just, since I've started doing this, the YouTube and knitting and that have you, I started thinking about the crochet, because I was looking at a lot of other videos that other people had done. See, I'm sticking my pins in my little pin cushion here. Videos, that's what I keep bending forward for, because I'm taking the pins out the knitting. And I was doing a lot of like little coasters, things like this for, you know, for to put your drinks and that on your table and that. And I thought I was quite enjoying doing these, crocheting these little things and that. So I started looking up what I could do, crochet for myself instead. Well, even my granddaughter, she's got 3 little boys, so not that I do any crochet for them. But I have knitted for them when they were little, but I think they prefer the, you know, the sweatshirt type of sweaters, and I don't bother so much about knitted ones. But I was going through on YouTube and looking at a lot of different crochet patterns that other people put up that they do, and see if there's anything that I like. Either that, or I'll be having a look through my knitting patterns and see what nice knitting patterns I can get out. And most of my knitting patterns are years old. Like, I need to buy some new, more modern ones. It's just that. Oh, you live in Manchester, Jan. I have to lean forward here to read the writing on the screen, because my eyesight's not as good as it used to be. Oh, you just had a notification that some people do. They get notifications, and that's how they know, you know, if there's somebody on. But I usually leave it of a night time. But like I said, my when I do it in the night time, I've got the main light in my living room. I put that on, and I've a standard lamp behind us, but it just doesn't show very. The light's not very good on the picture when I play it back. It's always dark, and that's what. So I've started doing them during the day. But so most people, they'll probably get a notification that I've been live, but they'll probably look at it later on. Like, they don't have to actually see it while I'm doing it. But I've got a lot of wool and that I'm going to sort out and do something else when I've finished this. And I haven't been in the shower and that this morning. Well, it was this afternoon actually, and washed my hair, and I haven't put it up yet, so that's why it's hanging down. I usually put it up because it gets a bit messy. It's hair really, as you're getting older, the hair's getting thinner and thinner, and it just doesn't look as nice just hanging down as it used to when I was younger. Like. But I'm 74 years old, so nothing, can't expect anything else at my age. Like. So that's nearly finished a little bit. Put it on, that's the sides. How far I'm getting up the sides there. I think I should have done the armholes, maybe added a few more stitches. I'm not sure whether it's not tight, but it looks like it might be a little bit not quite as wide as it should be. But I'm doing all this on spec. I don't use patterns. I just follow my own, use my own imagination and work out things for myself. So as I haven't done this for a long time, I might not have got it exactly right. It's supposed to be a 38, but I think it's come down more like a 36. So my granddaughter could end up with it. You're planning to do some crochet stuff as well, Jan. Well, it's nice to do something to see, how they come out. If you're on your lunch hour, you'll probably be going back to work now. And I'll be going off myself. I'm only coming on for about half an hour just to let people know I'm back on, because a lot of people might think I've been ignoring them the last couple of weeks because I haven't been answering any questions and things that anybody's put up on any of my videos. But I was quite pleased when I came back and seeing how many more new subscribers I'd gotten while I was on holiday. So there must be more people being able to see what I've been putting up. I'll have to sort some more videos for anything else I've thought up and get them put. Oh, we've got the sun shining now, So I'm going to say bye for now, and I'll catch you all up another time. When I get some more videos sorted up, I'll be putting them up or anything else I can think of to do. So to all my subscribers who are watching, all 2 of you at the moment. So bye for now.